Welcome to Whiskey Adventures episode number 5. Hopefully you've enjoyed the last couple of episodes. If you've been tuning in, thank you so much. If it's your first time here, then again, thank you for popping in. My name's Mitch Bechard, owner of CopperCairn, and I've been a whiskey ambassador within the business for the last 15 years, working for some of the biggest brands on the planet, running around the world, talking about single malt Scotch whiskey and blended whiskey. My plan with this series of whiskey adventures is to show you guys an insight into the Scotch whiskey world, give you a little bit of knowledge on the way, hopefully give you a laugh. I always relate music to Scotch whiskey, so I'm going to show you how I do that today with some live music. Grab yourself a dram, sit back and enjoy. One of my analogies for whiskey has always been that it's like your music collection. What I mean by that is it depends what mood you're in as to what type of whiskey that you're going to reach for in your cabinet or order behind the bar. Whiskey's a very personal thing, and there's so many different flavours out there that it really relates to what you're in the mood for. So I'm a drummer. I've heard all the jokes, like I'm the guy who hangs out with all the musicians. I didn't think it'd be a really good episode for me just to drum along to different types of whiskey and talk about the tasting notes. Soft, fruity, mellow, nice vanilla notes, maybe a little bit of grass. I thought I would enlist the help of one of the world's most talented guitarists, Mr. Brian May.
Hi, is that Mitch Bechard?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, it's Brian May's. It's Brian May's agent here. Apparently, Brian can't make it today. He said he can't rock you after all.
Alright, so I don't actually know Brian May, and obviously he wasn't going to come along, but I have got someone equally as talented, the legend of legends that is Mr. Graham Price. So, my mate Graham, fantastic guitarist, one of my best mates. We've known each other for probably about 20 years. I was actually best man at his wedding when I was 18 years old. He loves playing the guitar. Okay, so first dram of the day, and we've got some Tam Do Batch Strength number 5, kindly given to me by my friend Mr. Gordon Dundas. Graham, this is a big one. This is cask strength, so 59.8% ABV. Using a lot of European wood, so we've got this lovely red colour going on. Yes. It gives you that really kind of rich fruits like sultanas, raisins coming through.
Yeah.
Very dark.
It is very dark.
I think
smells very heavy.
I think something quite dark music-wise when I think of this. I get like it's almost like a toffee banana coming through as well. Okay. So give it a taste, see what you think.
I will do. Yeah.
This is big.
Oh, it's nice.
But it's quite mellow as well, right?
It is very mellow, yeah.
It's quite easy to drink, a very drinkable Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey like this, I always recommend a little bit of water. Been getting into this recently. If you guys haven't seen this, check it out. Bit of Larkfire. It's water made for Scotch whiskey. All right, Graham, so let's talk music. I kind of think almost a little bit of Eric Clapton-y style.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Sort of early, sort of creamy type stuff, yeah.
Because it is quite creamy.
Because it is very creamy.
Check it out. Tam Do, beautiful dram up in Speyside, doing some amazing stuff right now. If you like that big sherry cask influence, that big kind of fruity style, then get yourself some Tam Do. This is one called Malt Riot, which is a new expression from the Glasgow distillery, which is a great little distillery that's opened up for around about 3, maybe 4 years now. Fantastic bunch of guys that are running it. Big shout out to Liam, my boy over there. Yes, I've got a bit of a vested interest because I recently just bought a cask off them. So great example of these new distilleries and what they are doing, and doing things in different ways as well. So Glasgow Distillery are doing triple distillation, double distillation, maturing in different types of cask. and really kind of pushing the boat out with different styles. This is a blended malt. The backstory behind this goes to the riots that happened back in 1725 in Glasgow. It was found out by the Glaswegians there was going to be a tax imposed on malted barley, which would have led to the increase of Scotch whisky. So there was a massive riot that ensued. The whole idea behind Malt Riot, it's very much aimed at this mixing whisky that's out there just now. So Monkey Shoulder is another great example of that. Perfect serve for it is with ginger ale, you know, throw it in cocktails. Drink it however you want to. Actually, talking about how to drink your whisky. Drink it while standing in a castle, while lying on a beach, or while in a tree. Back to Malt Riot. How does this transfer into the musical world? What do you think, Graham?
If it's a bit of a bad boy and a bit of a riot, then there's only one band that I can think of, and that would have to be Motley Crue.
The ultimate kind of bad boys, weren't they, of rock and roll?
Yeah,
chucking TVs out of windows.
Each other out of windows.
We're moving into the big boy now. We're going over to Islay. This is a bit of one of my favourites. Bit of Laphroaig, 10-year-old. For me, the interesting thing about Scotch whisky is the huge amount of flavour profiles that we have. We have Scotch whiskies that have no smoke in it, but this nice fruity characteristic, and then you have these bad boys. There's absolute smoke monsters. And what I love about Laphroaig is they're very, very open about saying how distinctive the characteristic is in the glass. If you happen to look at any of their advertising, you'll see you have all these people that just have a really honest opinion about trying Laphroaig for the first ever time, which Graham just did.
It smells TCP. Like Dettol. TCP. Yeah, it smells like antiseptic.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. It really does.
You just kind of got blown away a little bit with that, right?
Yeah, just a bit, yeah.
It's a bit full on, a bit intense.
It is.
I love big Islay Scotch whiskies, and this is your music mood for this is like your jam, your heavy metal, your hardcore, it's death metal, Metallica, Megadeth.
Yeah. Is it odd to say that I'm getting a smell of fish from it?
No. I think Laphroaig would probably quite like that.
Oh,
you said.
Oh.
Okay, so the next dram that we're going to put some music to is some Dalmore Portwood Reserve. Thank you, Daryl Haldane, for the wee bottle. Dalmore, for me, one of the most complex whiskies that are out there. It has a lot going on, a lot of different types of casks. For this one, white American wood, finished in tawny port casks. Beautiful colour on it. You can see this going on right now. It's almost like the edges of your guitar. Like that, you can blend it in. Amazing. Oranges, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, again, you get that rich fruit coming from the from this big portwood finish.
I'm getting a plain chocolate.
Ooh, plain! Look at this guy. He's got all the tasting notes down now. You talk about tasting Scotch whisky. There's so many different characteristics to it. Just remember, there's never a right and a wrong answer. It's always up to your palate. It's how you taste. Don't let anyone tell you any differently. If they do, just tell them. See, needs some quite complex music with this, right?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
It'd have to be a guitar hero of sorts.
Oh yeah?
My favourite guitar hero, quite a complex gentleman, Joe Satriani. Outtake.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Drinking some whiskey.
1, 2, 3, 4. I won the thumb war.
Drink it while standing on a tombstone. Is that disrespectful?
When you're flying a drone. Stick it in my eye.
The next dram we're going to put some music to is some Dalmore port finish. What would you think? Alright, so the next dram we're going to put some music to is some Dalmore Portwood.
And take 3. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door.